Oh, hey. Hi, Dave. Here we go. Comps. Comp adjustments. So the first thing I've done is I've typed these MLS numbers, comma separated, into MLS. And I've got for sales and, Silver Birch Road? Really? Oh, yeah. And Rolling Rock Lane. Those are my listings. And a contract, under contract and inactive. So these are the comps that we're using in this report. Now I've already gone in the last video and I've verified the information in all of these, but I missed something. This Donna Road had a $5,000 concession, so we have to take off $5,000. All right, other than that, I think we're good. So when I start to do my adjustments, I do two things. One is I flush the worksheet one more time, meaning I open the worksheet. You have to select effective date, which was 10/31/17. I'm doing 3.6% a year with a 1 month threshold. $4 per site for differences of 6,500. No age adjustments, no total room, no bedroom. Although I do an adjustment for 2-bedroom home in the grid manually. Bathrooms are 30,000 with a threshold of 0.1, or that's a half bath. GLA is actually, you know what? If it's 480 per square foot, I should probably go with 120. Basement full area, we're not doing an adjustment. Finished basement, I just up to 60 with no threshold. But I think I'll do 100 square foot down here too, because if we had a 750 square foot finished basement and we have 850, I think that's comparable. And a bathroom in the basement is worth 20 grand. It's less than above grade. Okay, when I say okay, it gives me a bunch of numbers here. Now right now I've got a gross adjustment of 6.9, 18.3, 18.9, and the fourth sale is 21, which is high, but that's why it's in the fourth position. So those are in the right order. And so the first thing I did was to flush through the worksheet, like I said. The second thing I do is I go and I click Review Master. And I select ParLogic. Actually, I don't have to select it. It's there because that's the one I always use. And when I run it, you've got a computer analyzing your report. It's going to tell you most of the stuff that's wrong with it. I know it's going to reject it because there's no north, south, east, and west directions, but we're just going to go through them one at a time. Subject report data source used offering price and sale dates are blank. Okay, you need to put the right comment in there. It's in your notes. That's why there's a little pencil there. Neighborhood boundaries are blank. Same thing. You've got to use the neighborhood boundaries from the clone I sent you. Opinion of market value is blank. We'll get there. Quality rating. Oh, and the cost approach. I'm not doing the cost approach right now. Signatures are blank. Okay, signature is blank. Date of signature is blank. Well, that's going to be tomorrow, so I might as well put the 6th in there. Comp 3, there's no photo. Well, you're going to get all the photos. 12-month listing history is blank. It's a repeat. And fatal, the value is blank. Okay, I'm just going to close these. But you notice what I was doing was I'm double-clicking on these these issues, and it brings me to them. So now I'm doing, these are called instructional. They should be addressed for full compliance. So the contract, that's a third. Okay, there's no contract price. Let me get rid of that. That was me putting in the price there so I could get a value per square foot. Let me run it again. Oh, it looks like there's no FEMA map. Did I not do the, did I not have a flood map? Yeah. Alright, so I've got a flood map service. Click a button. And for $1, I think, I go get a real flood map. It's on another window. Let me bring it over. That's the right location. It almost always is, but we check it because it's not always correct, especially on newer homes. Accept the map, and it's going to go in the flood map, and it's going to automatically populate a few things. It's going to overwrite any data like the FEMA map number, and why don't we just go take a look at that. So here's the actual map that it puts in. It put in 3739.00. This you have to fix. That's one of your fixes. It's not 15764. It's common response number 2, MSA colon space 15764. You can fix that. But what it did down here is it put in a no, zone X, map number, and date. Okay. So I'm just going to get rid of these errors. Compliance. Okay. So what I'm looking for is anything. Okay. FEMA map date should be entered. Well, it's there now. Attic. None and more than one option are checked. Well, I can't have that. I'm going to fix that. And I told you to pick scuttle or drop stair, and you picked both, so I went with scuttle. But if you remember a pull-down staircase, then you could click drop stair and unclick scuttle, unless you saw both a scuttle in a closet and a drop stair. I don't remember. So maybe you meant to click both drop stair and scuttle, but I only have scuttle checked right now. Scuttle is that little hole in the closet ceiling. A wood stove, if blank, the answer is none. That's why you tab through. I saved that one. So watch this. When I'm here and I'm tab, 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 tab. Well, I just entered 0. Damn it. Let me try that again. Tab. Forget it. All right. Fence, description is blank. If none, indicate none. Okay, well, I've got none. What the heck is going on here? Okay, we've got a deck. Let me run Review Master again. It's giving me false positives. There we go. Design style adjustment is blank. Okay, contemporary, even though probably it's one level. Okay, contemporary. Is it one level? Let's take a look at 842 Dedham Street. No, it's got a second floor. So that has to be 1.5. 2 ways to do it. I'll show you one way. I click on here and I put a 0.5. I'd say okay, but I still need to put a 0 in there to indicate that I'm acknowledging that the style is different, but there's no adjustment. You can't ignore, you can't, you have to have a 0 there. Functional utility is blank. 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom. Nope, I'm not adjusting for a 4th bedroom. Quality has a 0 and it's the same. That's a mistake. I'll get rid of the 0. Comp 2, porch. It's got an enclosed and a patio. Enclosed. Deck is the same, so I'll put a 0. Basement line is blank, but if it's different, you have to. Oh yeah, there's a half bath in there. Why didn't that adjust? There it is, $10,000, because there's a half bath there, and we have a full bath, so this gets an extra 10 grand to make up for the difference. Function utility of comp 3 is blank. So I really like this Review Master, Dave, because it tells me all the stuff I missed. Patio. So I'm changing this to patio, comma, deck, so I'm consistent. See, there's a comma, there's a comma, $3,000 adjustment. I'll explain the adjustments. Design adjustment, multi-level, okay. Well, it can't be one level if it's multi-level. It's got to be 1.5. Or 2. Let's take a look at 51 Donna and see what it looks like. Back to 51 Donna. Bam. 51 Donna, 51 Donna. Yeah, it's got a second story. I wouldn't call it 2-story. I'll leave it at 1.5. The other way to do this is to sneak in a 0.5. It's the same thing as if I had hit the little green button and put a 1.5 there. A little stealth. GLA adjustment is blank. Really? Well, why don't I flush that through by going like... Okay, so what I just did was, remember this little green square? As a worksheet. So that is the worksheet for this horizontal row. When I click it up here, it shows a vertical adjustments. And when I say OK, it puts a 0 there because this is 2566 and we're 2480, so there's no adjustment because I have a threshold of 100 square feet. So if there's 101 square feet difference, it'll get an adjustment. But the difference here is 14 square feet, so it didn't adjust. So that's correct. Basement line 2. Okay, that just got fixed when I flushed the basement horizontally. Basement line 2, that also put in an adjustment. So I'm going to run Review Master again, ParLogic again. These instructionals are more than just instructional. You actually have to go in and fix them. These we're ignoring for now, the errors. 12-month history is, yeah. Market value is blank. We're going to get there. Okay, so neighborhood value trend is increasing and the median is declining. That's okay. Price range. The subject market value falls outside of the neighborhood value range. Really? Let's see that. The neighborhood value range is 745 to 2.63, and the value is 1.2 million. Oh, because there's no value in this last box. Okay, that's cool. That'll fix itself. Yeah, $0 is outside the neighborhood value range. Market value is not within the neighborhood range, right? Condition is the same, but there's an adjustment. That's okay. Gross adjustment percentage exceeds 15% of sales price. That's okay. Opinion of market value doesn't matter. Right, that's because I didn't do it yet. Below neighborhood, less than comparable. Market value falls outside. All right, so I've got a 0 market value. So here's, so again, the first thing I did was this guy here. And I think what has to happen for it to flush it through is I have to do this. Not only do the effective date, but run all the way through all of these and then say okay. No, the bathrooms aren't working. Hey. Oh no, that was not an adjustment. Those were 0. The bathrooms were working. Okay. The second thing that I did was run Review Master. Now I'm going to show you how to do the weighted average. You click in this box and there's a very special little worksheet. It shows the 4 sales, SSSS, and the listings. We do not weigh listings, so I have to uncheck those. The 4 sales are weighted at 29.8%, 24, 23.6, and 22.6. Great, they're in the right order. Highest weight, highest weight goes first, lowest weight goes last. They're in the right order because I ordered them by gross adjustment, and that's how ACI works. The gross adjustment of 6.9 gives it a lot of weight. So as long as this says 100% right here, you can do 3 things. You can import the value, okay, which puts 1218 as the value here and here. Then you go down here and go 1218000, and there's a problem now. It's on the left justified, and we need to right justify it, which we do by hitting Control R and watch that yellow box. Shoots it over to the right. Control key plus the R key. Then the other 2 things you can do with this weighted average are, of course, we have to print a copy for our work file. So I'm going to print it as a PDF. So I have my own way of doing this. It's called the, it's called the ACI weighted average. So I grab the name there and then I put it in the folder that I want. 199. 199, where are you? This is too damn small. So now I've got ACI weighted average PDF in the right folder. It's making that, takes a second. Okay, created it. And then the last thing I can do is copy the text summary. When I copy the text summary, I'm going to show you what that means. At the very end of this block of comments about sales, I paste in this comment that ACI generates that describes the weighted average. These were the following weights.